Smile and learn.
The Sustainable Development Goals? Today we'll talk about the first one, no poverty. Have you ever stopped to think about what exactly is poverty? Poverty is a situation that prevents people from meeting their basic needs due to a lack of resources. Poverty is not only not having money, it's also not having access to things that may seem basic, such as food, clean water, a home, or a simple visit to the doctor. Based on all these factors, we can see that poverty goes far beyond the lack of income and resources. It's a situation that results in people not having a dignified and happy life. According to data from the United Nations, almost half of the world's population lives in these conditions. That's a lot of people, right? That's why the first Sustainable Development Goal at the international level is to end poverty around the world and improve the lives of millions of people. Poverty is an international problem, although the rates of people living in extreme situations are higher in developing countries. The truth is that poverty affects men, women, and children all over the world, even in the most developed countries. Some situations like war or natural disasters contribute to an increase in the number of people living in poverty. Did you know that the majority of poor people are children and women? Factors such as limited access to education and skilled labor complicate the situation of millions of women around the world. In the case of children, the lack of education and the nutritional problems are very serious. For example, did you know that 1 in 4 children around the world have stunted growth due to poor nutrition? To improve this situation, the United Nations has proposed a series of social protection measures to help the most disadvantaged people through the Sustainable Development Goals. These measures, among many others, include ensuring equal opportunities for all, such as access to basic services like education, healthcare, or even access to technology. Addressing this situation requires the support of all of us as a community. Even a tiny fraction of the income of the wealthiest countries could end the extreme poverty the world currently suffers. We must show solidarity with those who have less. And you, how do you think you can help change this situation? The second one, zero hunger. Did you know that if we all work together, there are many things we can do to end world hunger? So, let's have a look at what they are. Have you ever stopped to think about what hunger is? Being hungry is a physical sensation that indicates the need to eat. But hunger also refers to the lack of basic foods for adequate nutrition. Did you know that more than 800 million people in the world suffer from this situation every day? Yes, you heard right, every day. For this reason, the United Nations considers ending hunger to be one of its most important Sustainable Development Goals. Hunger is a global problem, but it mainly affects African and Asian countries. Do you know some of the reasons why this happens? Wars and environmental, economic, or health crises cause hunger and inequality. More than 26 million children under the age of 5 suffer from malnutrition worldwide. That means they don't have access to the necessary amount of nutrients to grow healthy and strong. It's important to tackle this problem to ensure a better future and a more dignified life for all. The United Nations has proposed a series of measures to end world hunger. One of them, for example, is to help developing countries improve their food production so that they become more autonomous and less dependent on other countries. In the meantime, we can help by consuming food responsibly, buying only what we need to avoid food waste, and collaborating with food banks and local organizations to improve access to food for the most underprivileged people. Attaining zero hunger in the world requires an effort from all local, national, and international government organizations, and from all of us as a community. What about you? Do you think you can contribute to end hunger? About the third one, health and well-being. Let's go! Providing a healthy life and well-being for all people is essential for sustainable development. According to the United Nations, millions of people die every year because they can't access medicine or medical care. That is why improving the health and well-being of everyone on the planet is very, very important. In fact, this is why it's the third Sustainable Development Goal. In recent decades, there have been many advances that have increased life expectancy. But we still have more to do in order to end some diseases or to provide access to an adequate healthcare system for all people. Child health is especially important. The situation is better than it was in the past, but many children still die each year from malnutrition or because they can't access medicine. The number of mothers who die during childbirth has also decreased by almost 65% in recent years. However, it is still a problem of great concern in developing countries. Nutrition is fundamental to ensure good health. Did you know that the nutrition we receive as children has a really big impact on us when we're adults? We can treat some very serious diseases with medicine. For example, vaccines and treatments for malaria or hepatitis can prevent thousands of people from suffering from serious health problems. Thanks to the work of humanitarian aid institutions and organizations, deaths from these types of diseases have decreased a lot. And that is very good news. But there's still a long way to go. Improving the health and well-being of all people in the world requires an effort from all local, national, and international administrations, and from all of us as a global community. We still have a lot to do, but together we can improve the lives of the people who need it most.